Come get your brother. The ghetto. Hey guys, PC Purrs here, and I'm back for another episode of A Dancer Reviews for Joseline's Cabaret Season 2, Episode 2. This episode picks up from the fight, and Blueface thought she was going to punk Lucky, and she thought she was going to be able to pick on her like the girls were picking on her last season, and she's not having it. So while they were getting split apart by security, everybody was naked. The girls were naked, security was naked. I don't know if you peeped it, but Homeboy's butt crack was definitely all the way out, and it was kind of funny. And Big Lex was funny too, because she was mocking Barbie getting beat up, and she was doing what was the name of that dance? I forgot the name of that dance, but that's basically how the girl looked. Barbie is just running her mouth, telling Lucky that that's why she doesn't have her stuff together, and she doesn't have a home to go to, and all these other things. And she's like trying to clown her for wanting to pay her boyfriend / pimp. And it's like, but you pay him too. So what is your argument? Y'all are both doing the same thing. You wanted her to work for you, and you're salty that she's not doing it, and you're jealous of her. Like, let it go, get a life, and learn how to dance. And one thing I don't like about this show is I feel like it perpetuates the stereotype that all strippers are prostitutes, but that's not the case. Just like not all prostitutes are strippers. You happen to find some prostitutes in a strip club, but there are people from all walks of life there. But I digress. That's for another time. From the energy of the fight, things get chaotic, and the girls kind of split up into two groups, and then there are more fights that happen. The funniest thing that happens is that Boss Tech inserts herself in the mix, and she gets into it with Big Lex. And as soon as it happens, Big Lex puts the reach on her and rips her whole frontal off. And it's like, girl, you just got scalped. And I'm like, yo, how both people that run up get done up? Like, what are y'all doing? Like, what? Chill. Anyway, so after all the fighting, a bunch of the girls are like, I'm not with this. I'm not here for this. I have kids. I think Lexi Blow says she has kids. Sapphire says she has kids. Even Barbie said that she has kids and she doesn't want to fight. She wants to, be about female empowerment. A bunch of them run back to that. And that is pretty true to life. Like, a bunch of the women in clubs are mothers. That is how they provide for their families, for their kids, etc., etc. And, sex work is real work. And it's work that doesn't guarantee you any paycheck protection, no health care, no retirement plan, none of that. And a lot of people just think, oh, it's a lazy way to make quick cash, but it's not. And you don't know what people go through. So, if you know a sex worker, show them some support, because they go through a lot. Then Boss Tech wants to go home. She feels betrayed because Lex had time to go put on sneakers, but nobody told you to insert yourself in the mix. So she's up in her room, and Joseline has to come up to her and talk off the ledge, and she's telling her, you already have followers, you have all these things, it can't hurt to make yourself more well-known. And she's right. The network is getting bigger, and right now everybody's talking about this show, even on like Wendy Williams show and stuff like that. So the girl should take advantage of this opportunity and not be a fool. So she does convince her to stay, which is good. I liked her body paint. I want to see what she can do. Side note, Joseline has this scene with Ballistic where she's sitting down with her feet in this massager, and that thing just looks like everything. And if you dance in heels, or if you're on your feet all day, them things get tired, them things get swollen. I feel like I should put that massager on my Amazon wish list. I don't know, but I digress. Next, we see Joseline in this dope pair of pasties, and she lets Lucky know that she's picked a new bottom. Lucky likes to call it Cabaret Captain. I like that a lot better. And she tells Lucky she's not sending her home. She's pretty much proud of Lucky, and she tells Lucky it's her first job to get the girls together. They have to put lingerie on and get ready for a rehearsal. So she does it, but she doesn't go to Barbie and her friends. She lets Sapphire handle that, which is probably a good thing. All the girls were really excited about it. Like, nobody took it bad out of the girls to get along with her. Everybody was like, cheering her on, which was dope. I like the camaraderie. Finally, we get to see Joseline dance. And she performs for Ballistic. Ballistic is sitting in a chair, and he's like, just giving her the eyes the whole time. And Joseline does this routine that's very, very, very beginner friendly. And, you don't have to do a whole lot to be sexy. As we always tell beginners, you don't have to worry about the advanced tricks. Just do what you can, be confident, and that's going to get you a long way. And that's what she does. So you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna break down Joseline's routine, and I'm gonna show you how to do it. I will say though, there's one. It was choppy, you know, like when they edited it together. It wasn't like one continuous piece. So I had to kind of figure out what it was. And there's one point where it's just a crazy jump cut. She's like on the floor, next minute she's up on the pole arching back. So what I did is at that moment I just did an arch back on the floor for anybody that doesn't know how to climb yet. And if you do know how to climb, right after that arch I went into the climb. So you can just choose whichever one you want. Choose your own journey, but give it a try and let's do it. First you're going to take a few steps out and you're going to drop. You're going to take a few bounces, stand up. From there you're going to walk to the pole. Take about 6 steps. Once you finish walking, you're going to hook your inside leg. Outside leg is going to cross over it and you're going to come into a seated position. Outside hand is going to reach away. You're going to do a full turn and drop. From there, come up. You're going to turn and drop. Come to your knees and torque it out. Stand up. From there, here's the arch back. And if you know how to climb, you're going to come into a spin and climb, arch back, and then you're going to come down. From there, we'll take another full turn. You're going to drop. You can slow wind, torque it out. When you stand up, you're going to take a walk, another full turn, release from the pole and drop. Again, some winds, some twerks, stand up, and that's it. Did you try it? Pretty beginner friendly, right? Even if you didn't try it, you just watched it. It wasn't too crazy. If you've taken a few pole classes, some spin classes, I'm sure you were able to do that. Like it wasn't too much. If you tried it, leave a little message down below or you can tag me in it on IG. I would love that. That'd be awesome. I love to see when people can learn from me. But let's keep going. So now it's time for the girls to perform and Boss Tech isn't there because she decided to go get her hair done. And it's like, this is a competition. How do you come on a competition show and you're not competing? Why are you not here? So they go one by one, and you can tell by the way that they dance what type of club they probably dance in. So let's go through them. First up is Yummy P. I loved her performance. She came through giving us all her strength. She gave us a little pull-up. She gave us a straddle, some leg hangs. She gave us some trap stuff. She gave us some straddles on the floor. It was very sexy. Joseline felt like she needed more eye contact, but I loved it. And I would say Yummy could work in an urban club or a non-urban club because even though she's petite and she doesn't have all the body, she can do tricks. Everybody loves tricks. And she's got like a spunky kind of personality. So, yes, loved it. Next up was Lucky, and Joseline really loved her performance. She was sexy. She gave eye contact. She gave floor work. No floor work. And she had on this little bow outfit that was super adorable. I have the same one. I don't know if I posted it on IG, definitely OnlyFans, but I got it from Adore Me. If they still have it, I'll leave a link, but if not, I'll try to find you something that's close to it. But it really is adorable. If you want to wear it for like personal use, just know it's not really going to stay put. Things are going to fall out unless you have fake boobs that just stay rock solid, but it's not one of those things that's going to give you any type of support. Lucky. I would say Lucky can work in either club, but I think she would do better in a non-urban club. After Lucky was Miss Natural. Miss Natural, our trained dancer, came through. She gave us a pirouette to the floor. She gave us floor work. She gave me this favorite pose, this little, I forgot what it's called. I'll put up a picture though. And floor work, she gave us pole tricks, she gave us sexualness, she gave us eye contact. It was everything. I was loving it. Joseline's very impressed. Miss Natural probably could float in any type of club because she's got a more trained technique, so she can be kind of soft or she can be urban, and I think she can do both. Lexi Blow was next, and Joseline was just in love. She was in awe. She was ready to take her home. I'm like, these girls are doing it. I'm excited. I'm like, yes, we got the girls together. This is way better than last season already. Lex Blow, I would say she could work in either club, but she is kind of thick in the way she dances. I'm going to say urban club. After her is Big Lex, and Big Lex came out a lot softer than we thought she was was going to be. Joseline was surprised. All the girls were surprised. They did feel like she wasn't as polished, but, you know, she did a good job. Definitely an urban club. Next is Sapphire. Sapphire comes out with big booty hoes. Get with it. She comes out with all that booty, and she's got on more clothes than any of the other girls. But because her features are so like enlarged, it's just super sexy. And Mama gives us floor work. She gives us pole tricks. She climbed. She gave us some lap dance. She hit Joseline with the... I was like, oh my gosh. She gave us some hair whips on the floor. She gave us a little bit of everything. And then when she was done, she was like, yes. Yes, y'all love me. Y'all love me. And they did. The girls were cheering her on. Definitely urban club. After Sapphire was Aqua. Aqua came out with that thick ass headband. And she came out really soft, really sensual. Definitely not an urban club dancer. Tell right away. She was very soft. It was cute. After Aqua was Chanel, and Chanel had a little mishap. Her heel slipped, and Joseline kind of laughed a little bit, and Joseline didn't seem to like it. But in real life, walking around in heels that's that high, you're gonna trip. Everybody's had their ankle go a little bit before, which is why I personally like boots. I'll have an episode that goes through all the different types of pole shoes and why you might prefer one over another, but do that later. And one thing I noticed, I don't know if you peeped this, but definitely Chanel, you would think either club, right? And she probably could. But I have a sneaky suspicion that she works at non-urban clubs from something that she said in the first episode when Barbie was saying, oh, we're all hookers, we all sell ourselves in some way. And Chanel said, yeah, I mess with old white men with lots of money. That's why her and Barbie are together. They see each other. They probably on the same tip. But after Chanel, it's finally Barbie's turn, and what happens? Barbie takes off her shoes, and Joseline's like, you dancing with no shoes? And then the girl runs up on Lucky, and she swings on her, and it's just terrible. This girl's got no type of hands. Like, girl, what are you doing? What are you doing? Just dance. She's so insecure about dancing. She'd rather get into another fight. And I feel like, I even said this on the chat for Zeus. Like, I was like, you know, I feel like if she just came in, she's been telling everybody she's a hooker, not a dancer. Everybody knows she doesn't know how to dance. I feel like if she just came in and said, I don't really know how to do much. I can do this. I'm here to learn. The girls would have helped her, and Joseline would have just took whatever she got and saw if she could do something with her. That would have been a much better approach than taking a punch to the face. Like, who does that? So I'm going to tune in for the next episode. If you tried out the routine, let me know. Hit like, hit subscribe, follow me on all my platforms, and I'll see you for the next one.